Yes, good morning, all of you, and welcome back to the online session of MPMC class. Uh, in today's class, we'll continue the 8255, which is the programmable peripheral interface. This we started in the previous class, 2 to 3 days before. We'll continue from where we stopped here. Yes, so these were the topics that has to be covered under this 8255. So we finished the internal architecture of 8255. Okay, so this was the internal architecture. As I told you, you will have three different ports, each having 8 pins, and you may use them as input pins or output pins. That means you may connect either input devices or output devices, and those 3 ports are port A, port B, port C. Okay, and these 24 pins, that means these 3 ports are categorized into 2 groups, each group consisting of 12 pins. Okay, and these groups will have individual group controls, and these group controls, you will have inputs from the read write logic. Okay, this read write logic gives you the control signals to these groups, and this data bus buffer allows the data transfer between 8086 and 8255. Okay, so this was the architecture of 8255, and the figure which is been showing to you gives you the pin configuration. Okay, that means it has 40 pins, as I told you. Out of 40 pins, 24 pins will be allocated to the 3 ports that we discussed now, and 8 pins will be serving the data transfer, and the remaining pins will be providing the control signals and the supply. Okay, that is about the pin configuration. So till here we discussed in the last class. In today's class, we'll see the control word format. How do we define the control word? Okay, so what is the format of control word, and then what are different working modes of 8255? That we'll try to see in this particular class. Okay, so hope the point is clear to you, and the introduction part, architecture and pin diagram, is clear to you. Okay, for those who were not present in the previous class also, it should be clear. Okay, so without wasting any time here, we'll see the control word format. Okay, so this is how we write the control word. That means the values. Okay, from read write control logic. See, if you go back to this architecture, you all should remember this. You all should keep this in mind. If you observe the control signals for these ports, okay, the control signals for these ports are supplied from this read write control logic. Read write control logic. That means the control word will be generated from this read write control logic. Okay, so based on the values of these signals, connected to the read write control logic, you will generate this control signal. Okay, so that is nothing but the control word format of 8255. If you observe here, when read bar is equal to 0 and write bar is equal to 1, CS bar is equal to 0, and A1 and A0 are 0, then it indicates, okay, with these signals, the operation that is performed is what? We'll select the port A, okay, we'll select the port A to data bus. We'll select the port A to data bus. That means what? We'll perform the read operation. We'll be performing the read operation as read bar is 0, as read bar is equal to 0. That means when you have a low signal on the read bar, RD bar, then we have to conclude that it is going to perform a read operation. It is going to perform read operation. And as you can observe, the write bar signal is active high. Active high. That means no write operation is performed. So when you are performing only read operation, then your read bar signal is active low. And in order to select the chip, the CS bar should be equal to 0, And as I told you in the last class, these two signals decide the port. These two signals decide the port on which this read operation is performed. In the first case, when it is 0, you will be selecting what? Port A. Okay, the read operation will be performed on the port A. In the second case, when it is 1, the read operation is performed in port B. Okay, and in the third case, when it is 10, we will have read operation on the port C. Okay, so when these are 0, we will have this control word. We will have this control word to data bus. Okay, that is the meaning. That is about read operation. In the similar case, you will have write operation also. Write operation. For performing write operation, here you can observe the write bar signal. The write bar signal is 0. Okay, and the read bar signal is what? Active high. Okay, and the chip select has to be 0 because the chip has to be selected and it has to work. Okay, and the same thing will happen here. Same thing when it is 0, when it is 0, you will have port A. When it is 1, you will have write operation through port B, and when you are having 10, you will have write operation through port C. And it is 1, when it is 11, you will have that control word loaded through the data bus buffer. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so this is how you need to produce the control word. You need to produce the control word for read operation or write operation through any of the ports. Okay, any of the ports, port A, port B, port C. Right. So whatever the port you want to select, that has to be selected using A0, A1 signals. And whether to produce read operation or to produce write operation, that also has to be selected using the read bar or write bar signals. Okay, that is how you frame the control word. Okay, so and data bus tri-stated, that means you will not have any data transfer to the data bus. Tri-stated means what? 0. Tri-stated means what? 0. There will not be any data transfer through the data bus. Okay, that is nothing but a tri-stated. So in that case, you will have don't case. You will have don't case at A0 and A1, and the chip select will be 0 or 1. If it is 1, no operation will be performed. Okay, so when you are having read bar and write bar don't care also, or 1 also will not have any data transfer to the data bus buffer. That is the format of the control word. Okay. Hope the point is clear to you. Let us now see the command word. Okay. Coming to the command word register. Okay. The contents of command word. You will have 8 bits. Okay. You will have 8 bits, and the contents of these 8 bits. Okay. The values of these 8 bits decides the type of operation, the type, the port which it is working, and the mode in which the 8255 is operating. Okay. So let us understand each and every bit of this particular command word register. Command word register. So you can get a doubt. What is this command word, sir? Here, when this, see, just a minute. When A1 and A0 are 1, 1, here you can see. Then you will supply this command word. You will supply this command word to the 8255. Okay, right? So what is that command word? What is that command word? That we will be seeing now. Okay. This is the command word. Okay. When A0 and A1 are both 1, then we will be supplying this command word to the data bus buffer. Okay. To the 8255. Okay. So this command word will be supplied by the programmer. This command word will be supplied by the programmer. That means by using 8086 processor, we can program this 8255. Okay. I told you that we can program this 8255 how to work. Okay. In which mode it has to work. So that can be programmed by using the programmer using 8086. Using 8086. So this 8086 sends this particular command word to 8255 through data bus buffer when A1 and A0 are equal to 1, 1. Hope the point is clear now. Okay. Ippudaithe when I'll give you more clarity. See, when these values, when these values when these values A0 and A1, A0 and A1, here you have na read write control logic. When these values are equal to 1, these two values are equal to 1, then 8086, by using 8086, we will be sending the command word. We will be sending the command word through the data bus to this 8255. To this 8255. Okay. Right? That means through the command word, we are telling 8255 how to work. Okay. Through which port you need to work. Okay. In which mode you need to work. Okay. So that things will be communicating to 8255 by using 8086 through the command word. And that command word is loaded when you have A0, A1 as 1. Okay. In the remaining cases, what happens that we saw? Let us now see what is that command word. Okay. What is that command word? So command word is an 8-bit register. Command word is an 8-bit register through which C, through which you can control the operation of 8255, right? So the values of each and every bit in the command word register. See, you can see the 8 bits starting from D0 to D7, D0 to D7. Okay, each and every bit will have a specific operation. Each and every bit will have a specific operation. And if you see this D0 bit, D0 bit, D0 bit is before going to D0, these three bits, the up to here, D0, D1 and D2, D0, D1 and D2. These three bits are the control signals of group B. Group B. In group B, what do we have? Port C, lower nibble, and entire port B you have. Entire port B you have, right? So each and every bit will select the control of the group B signals, okay? And the remaining two, see here, D3, D3, D4, D5 and D6. These four bits gives the control of group A, gives the control of what? Group A. Okay, so in group A, what do we have? Port A and port C upper nibble we will have, right? So those control will be done by the D3, D4, D5 and D6. And D7 bit decides the type of operation, the mode of operation of 8255. The mode of operation of 8255. So let us understand these bits clearly now. Okay. If you see the D0 bit controls the port C. The port C in group B. Group B lo edaithe port C undo, that port C will be controlled by the D0 bit. How does it control? It decides when it is 1, it decides the port C as an input port. When it is 0, it decides the port C to act as the output port. Hope the point is clear. D0 bit controls the port C. D0 bit controls the port C in group B. Okay, so in group B you have a lower nibble, lower 4 bits of the port C you will have in the group B. So that particular port C will be controlled. That means whether it has to act as the input port or output port, that is controlled by the bit D0. If the bit D0 value is equal to 1, then the port C in the group B will act as the input port. If it is 0, then it will act as the output port. Okay. Similarly, the D1 bit, D1. Okay, this D1 bit controls the entire port B, entire port B. Okay, so this port B is also a part of group B. Okay, so if D1 is equal to 0, then that will act as the output port. That means the port B will act as the output port. And if D1 is equal to 1, then that particular port will act as the input port. Okay, and D2. So this particular bit controls the mode. Okay, the mode 0 and mode 1. If it is 0, then it operates in mode 0. If it is 1, then it operates in the mode 1. Okay, we will see what is mode 1, what is mode 0, what are different modes, that we will see later. Okay, within a few minutes we will be going to that particular topic also. But in which mode it has to operate? Okay, in which mode this particular group B? Okay, in which mode this particular group B, that means port C lower and port B. Okay, these 8 pins, these 12 pins you have now. So these 12 pins, in which mode you have to operate, that will be decided by this D2. Okay, that means they should operate in mode 0 when the value of D2 is equal to 0, or when the value of D2 is equal to 1, then it will operate in the mode 1. That is the entire control of group B. Okay, hope it is clear. Now let us shift our focus to group A. Okay, so D3 bit. Okay, this D3 bit will control the port C, which is PC4 to PC7, the port C operation, whether it has to operate as an input port or output port. If the value is 0, then it acts as the output port. If the value is 1, then it acts as the input port. Similarly, port A operation in group A, port A operation in group A will be controlled by the D4 bit. Okay, based on the value of D4 bit, when it is 0, it acts as the output port. When it is 1, it acts as the input port. And similarly, these D6 and D5 bits, D6 and D5 bits decides the mode of operation, of this group A. Okay, if the values are 0, if both are 0, then it operates in the mode 0. If it is 0, 1, then it operates in the mode 1. If D6 is 1 and D5 is either 0 or 1, D5 is either 0 or 1, then it acts in the, or it operates in the mode 2. It operates in the mode 2. Okay, that is about the group A control. Okay, and D7 bit, coming to the last bit, D7 bit, it decides the mode of operation of 8255. It decides the mode of operation of 8255. That means if the value is 1, then it operates in the active mode. If the value is 0, then it operates in the BSR mode. So what is BSR mode? BSR mode means what? Bit set reset mode. Bit set reset mode. Okay. So from the control word, from this control word or command word, we can decide that the 8255, I'm concluding this. Okay, just listen to me carefully. I'm concluding this. Okay, we can decide by using this command. Okay, by using this simple command word, we can decide which port is operating in input port or output port. Okay, which port is operating in input mode and which port is operating in output mode, and we can decide in which mode of operation that particular port is being operated. Okay, that we can all decide. So that means the entire operation we can decide. అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఏ పోర్టు ఎలా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, గ్రూప్ బిలో ఉన్న పోర్ట్ సి ఇన్పుట్ పోర్ట్ గా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా, అవుట్పుట్ పోర్ట్ గా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా, దట్ వీ కెన్ డిసైడ్. ఓకే, ఆ పోర్టు ఏ మోడ్ లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుంది. సపోజ్ ఇన్పుట్ పోర్ట్ గా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుంది అనుకుంటే ఆ ఇన్పుట్ పోర్ట్ గా మోడ్ 0 లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా, మోడ్ 1 లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా, దట్ వీ కెన్ డిసైడ్. అండ్ సిమిలర్లీ ఇక్కడ తీసుకోండి, ఈ పోర్ట్ ఏ ఉంది. ఈ పోర్ట్ ఏ అనేది ఇన్పుట్ పోర్ట్ గా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా, అవుట్పుట్ పోర్ట్ గా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా? ఒకవేళ అవుట్పుట్ పోర్ట్ గా ఆపరేట్ అవుతుంది అనుకోండి, అది ఏ మోడ్ లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుంది? మోడ్ 0లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా, మోడ్ 1లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా, మోడ్ 2లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుందా? అసలు ఈ 8255 అనేది ఏ మోడ్ లో ఆపరేట్ అవుతుంది? సో ఎంటైర్ థింగ్ వీ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ control or command word. That is the importance of command word. Sorry. Okay, so that is the importance of command word. Hope the point is clear to you, right? So we are deciding how the 8255 has to operate. Okay, in which mode it has to operate, the ports that are present in the 8255, whether they has to operate as input ports or output ports, that we are entirely controlling through this command word. That is the importance of command word. Hope each and every single point is clear to you. Okay. So we have to understand from here that the 8255 is having two different modes of operation. Two different modes of operations. That is active mode and second one is BSR mode. In active mode, you will have again three different modes of operation: mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2. Okay, so that is about the modes of operations of 8255, which we will be seeing now. Okay. Hope you all are clear with the command word. Okay, see, I am going point by point. First, you have to understand the architecture, different blocks of the 8255. Okay, the operation of each and every block. Next, that is extended to the pin diagram. Okay, next, how to write the command word. Next, the operating modes we will see. Okay. In the exam also, you will not be asked to write or explain entire 8255. Okay, they will be asking either architecture. Okay, they will ask you in part. Okay, explain the architecture of 8255 or explain the pin configuration of 8255 or explain the what you can say command word register of 8255 or give in detail the operating modes of 8255. Okay, so in this manner they will be asking you in parts. They may not ask you the entire 8255. Okay, they will just ask you in parts for 7 marks. Okay, so that is why you have to understand this in part wise. Okay, so working modes of 8255. Okay, as I told you now, the D7 bit, in the command word or the control word decides the mode of operation. Okay, and what are the different modes of operation? BSR mode and IO mode. BSR mode and IO mode. BSR mode means what? Bit set reset mode. And IO mode means what? Input output mode. This can be also written as active mode. This is also written as active mode. Okay, this is active mode, and this is called what? Bit set reset mode. Bit set reset mode. And as I told you, in the IO mode or active mode, again you will have three different modes. One is mode 0 and the second one is mode 1 The third one is mode 2. Okay. So these modes will be decided by the bits D5 and D6. See, these two bits decides the mode. These two bits decides the mode, and this D3 bit also decides the mode. Okay. So whether the ports are operating in mode 0 or mode 1 or mode 2. So that is decided by these three bits in the command word. I'm just establishing the relationship between the operating modes and the command word. That means from command word, how we can control the operating modes. That I'm trying to make you understand. Okay. So these are the operating modes here, and if you see here, mode 0 is nothing but basic IO mode. That means all the ports that you have will be acting as either input port or the output port. Okay, all the ports that you have, the three ports you have now, port A, port B, port C. So all the three ports will be working on either input port or output port depending upon the selection. That is nothing but basic IO mode. And coming to the mode 1, you will have strobed IO mode. Strobed IO mode means what? You will have both ports acting as either input port or output port, and also they will be providing some control signals also. Okay, some control signals. And mode 2 will be having strobed bidirectional mode. Okay, and this mode 2 can be restricted. Just if you see here, if you see this command word or control word, you don't find mode 2 here. You don't find mode 2 here. Okay, that means this group B is not allowed to operate in mode 2. That means the group B can operate in two modes only, mode 0 and mode 1. Whereas this group A can operate in the three different modes. That means the mode 2, which is being discussed, bidirectional strobed mode, is restricted to group A itself. Restricted to group A. That means port A and port C upper part. Okay. So these things in detail, these operating modes in detail, we'll see in the next class, because if you start now, it cannot be completed. So these are all the different operating modes regarding them. Okay. So these things you have to understand them very clearly. We will see this in the tomorrow's class. Okay. So till now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me regarding this architecture, command word. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now.